channel, or welcome back if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about where is the right place for you to sell your clothes. So grab a notebook because we're going to be talking about 4 popular ones: Poshmark, Depop, Curtsy, and eBay. So to benefit most from this video, I suggest making a list of all the platforms I just mentioned: eBay, Curtsy, Poshmark, and Depop. So based off each of those platforms, I've derived a list of you're this type of person. That way, if you're that type of person, you can add a check mark next to the platform on your notebook, and you can know exactly which one you have the most check marks next to and which one is right for you. For example, if I'm reading the Poshmark list and I say you're super motivated, then you would add one little check next to the Poshmark list. As I keep going, keep adding checks, and the one you have the most checks under is the one I think you should do personally. First one we're going to cover is Poshmark. I'm going to read through this list, and you're going to check if you think this is you or not you. So if it is you, add a little tally mark next to Poshmark on your notebook. You're looking to sell clothes for cheap, about 60% of what you bought them for. You have a lot of mall brands: H&M, Hollister, Loft, Forever 21, things like that. You have some bread and butter brands: Walmart, Target. You have a lot of clothes you're looking to list, preferably like 20 plus, maybe even 30 plus. Perfect for closet clean out, or if you've bought some clothes from the thrift that you're just looking to get rid of now. You're not looking at this as a source of your primary income, but rather as a source of a little extra cash. You're not looking to spend all day on your Poshmark account. Poshmark makes things super easy to list, to take photos, and it's really easy, and you really don't have to put that much time into any of it. You know nothing or very little about shipping. Poshmark literally teaches you everything you need to know about shipping. And lastly, Poshmark is super easy to work on your phone. So if you're looking to sell from your phone, it's perfect. Number 2 is Depop. So for this one, if I say you are really creative, then you put a mark next to Depop. Let's start off Depop. You have super unique items to sell. Things like vintage, reworked, one of a kind, stuff like that. You could possibly look at it as a second source of income or maybe another job, but are definitely willing to put more time into it and build your little brand. You're looking to do Depop for a longer period of time, not spend more time in the day, but rather months instead of a few weeks. You enjoy sourcing new items. You're not just going to your closet and getting rid of old ones. You're dedicated to taking visually pleasing pictures. So on an app like Poshmark, you can just hang it on a hanger and hang it in front of a blank wall and it looks fine. But on Depop, it's better for you to model or to have a pleasing background or something that's more pleasing to the viewer. And lastly, Depop is also extremely easy to work on your phone. Next is Curtsy. So if any of these apply to you, make sure to add a check next to Curtsy in your notebook. So on Curtsy, I find that most items are higher end items like Nike, Lululemon, things like that. Another thing is it's easy to ship even when you have no knowledge of how to, just like Poshmark. You like simply reworked items like bleach dye, some cropping, some painting. Curtsy is very easy to navigate. On Curtsy, you're looking to get items for about 70% of what you bought them. Now remember, it was 60% on Poshmark, but Curtsy is for higher end, more desirable items. This is what I've seen in my experience. Lastly, eBay. eBay for me is a complete jungle. I literally get on eBay and I'm lost, but I know that's not the case for everyone. I know for eBay there are certain things that sell really good. So some of those things are designer goods, and the reason for this is that they have a really cool bidding system on eBay where the bids can go higher and higher and higher. So if you have designer goods, I definitely recommend eBay, or if you have large bundles of goods. So say you have a ton of Brandy Melville clothing that you're just looking to get rid of, you can take a picture of the pile of Brandy Melville clothing, take a picture of a few individual pieces, and list that as a bundle or a lot. And then you can sell them all together for super easy. The last thing about eBay is it is slightly harder to work on your phone, and I just find this is the case because it is a ginormous site selling all sorts of things, not just fashion items. At the end, count up all your tallies for each individual site, and I think that should reveal which one is best for you. This is all from my personal experience and personal knowledge with reselling and buying on these apps, so I hope you guys find what works for you and you have a great time on your new reselling app. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!